again, Mecum Kissimmee 2020. This car right here is the absolute star of this particular auction. That is the original 1968 Ford Mustang GT used in the movie Bullitt. The actual hero car, driven by Steve McQueen in that movie. Purchased by the family that owns the car way back in 1974 for $6,000. They drove it as a daily driver up until 1980. It got put away in 80, and then just a couple years ago, it came back out into the public. There was a second car used in the filming. It was destroyed, essentially. If you've seen the movie, I won't give it away if you haven't. The car was destroyed. Pieces of that car have been found. It's in the process of being restored. But this is the hero car. It is in original condition. The family has owned it since 1974, and it is selling at no reserve. Everybody's asking the same question. How much is it going to bring? We don't know. We know that it is going to sell. I'll give my personal prediction on what I think it's going to bring. I'm going to estimate between $5 and $7 million for this car. Why so valuable? It could very well represent the absolute pinnacle, the most desirable, it certainly is the most iconic movie car in the history of movie cars. And needless to say, being a very small part of the promotion and the sale of this car has been so gratifying to me. What car guy doesn't just relate and resonate with not only what a cool movie that was, but how important this car was in history of chase scenes. It took 2 weeks of filming to film the chase scene that ended up being about 12 minutes of actual airtime. It set the stage for high-end car chase scenes. I don't think it's been duplicated since. Take a look at the car now. It's in the glass house. The car is in amazing original condition. Yeah, there is patina on it. You see a little bit of damage to the hood. You see a little bit of rust. You see some of the chip paint. But you know what? That's original. It's the original engine. It's an S-Code 390 4-speed car. 2 of these cars were ordered by Steve McQueen, his production company, Solar Productions, and were actually modified and weathered. They were actually scuffed up a little bit so that the cars didn't appear to be brand new in the movie. They wanted to make it look like police detective parked them outside, drove the car. It was just a car back in that time period is what they wanted to portray. I don't think anybody guessed all these years later how important this car would become, but a great part of the tale and the history of this car is in 1977, Steve McQueen wrote a letter to the Kiernan family with a request to buy this car back. And the family was very polite, and they were very kind, and they were respectful to his wishes and his request, but said no. The car's part of our family, it's part of our fabric, and we're going to go ahead and keep the car. And now, of course, all these years later, we know what's happened. The car's going to be crossing the Mecum auction block. It is selling at no reserve, and it's one of the most exciting potential segments of Mecum history. We will be live on NBCSN. It'll be run on what we call Second Friday at Mecum, about 2 o'clock Eastern time is the scheduled time. If you can't make it and tune into NBCSN, no worries. Just go to your computer, Mecum.com, and hit the Watch Now button. You watch the streaming webcast. There's no commentary in it, but you'll be able to see the car, see the auction action, see the auction bidding, and see what it actually hammers for. I will absolutely guarantee you this is going to be one of the top Mecum moments in history. It's going to be packed. It's going to be exciting. Here's the problem. Here's the bottom line. How are we going to top not only this Bullitt car, but the other significant movie cars we have as well? I don't know, but the Mecum guys know what they're doing. I expect that they probably will. Thanks a lot.